Dice is on the beat.
I got that new to you. She
Like, you know you got headphones though, so ain't no other noise going on but just some clicking.
Hold on, you put in headphones so
you got to.
You live in a house full of people. I just turn it down low, you know.
And then when it get too loud,
Yeah.
I'm like a DJ when I watch porn. I'm like a DJ when I watch porn because I know when she about to scream, I start turning it down. Then I fade it back up.
The perfect volume is half of one notch.
Yeah.
Like if you like put it down to one notch with a volume rocker, but then like you slide it to like half of that shit.
I hate when I find a perfect video, but then I switch a video and it's like this next time, like they're just wilding. I'm like, yo, it wasn't this loud on the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's why headphones are the best.
What I like to do is what Jake said, put it like about halfway, right? Yeah. But then what I'll do is I'll turn on another video, have that up all the way, and turn my porn down a little bit, so I get a little bit of, but all you hear is like.
He cooking up jokes, culture, and innovation at the same time. Whoa, they know. I just wanna be James Bond. I just wanna I just wanna drop out culture. We not bougie, but I feel like I just don't wanna. I'm tired of pooping.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
I get the joke now.
We back in the building again. You already know what it is. Hey, the fuck you laughing at? I just got on here.
Ron can't help but do something when he opens up. Last time, what was last time?
I think
hello.
it was hello. It was hello.
Hello. And I asked him, why do you do that? Do you think that's funny or entertaining to other people?
I think you're uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable.
You're nervous.
I'm very comfortable. I'm in my element.
Do you feel a little nervous?
Nah, I'm good. I'm at home. I'm chilling. Welcome back. Come on, man. Let me get the intro out. Welcome everybody back to the Comedy Trap House. Hey. Welcome everybody back to the Comedy Trap House. I am your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Emmanuel.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
I got Cam.
Now you said you in your element. Is it the fifth?
I got Mike.
Yeah.
And we're proud to introduce,
Juice it up, man.
these guys, we've been here with them, rocking on the internets with them for a little while, throwing our dudes around the internet, making skits.
It's getting crazy.
Sometimes.
They got a combined 10-inch beard.
They got a combined 10-inch beard.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody. For y'all, ENTJ and Trey in the building. What's going on? What's going on?
We never clapped it up on the pod.
Yeah, we clapped it up before. We clapped it up before.
Yeah.
We've had Esau on here. Come on, guys.
Oh shit. What's going on, fellas?
Why you choose the most expensive salad?
What's up?
Why you choose the most expensive salad?
I'm trying to get some breakfast in this bitch, and it's just
The most.
He chose a salad.
You chose. What's going on?
$12.95.
Talk about it.
First of all, they pass it around the phone trying to find a restaurant, and one they found it's called Badass Salads.
Badass.
but
But
bad,
is it-
like good though.
I hope so.
I hope
mean,
so.
Yeah, they didn't really like specify, so it could.
If it's bad,
Now
you can't
in
be mad.
Canada, do you guys eat a lot of
Yeah.
salads for breakfast? Is that like a thing?
Nah, I don't be eating breakfast like that actually.
Like 3 o'clock.
don't eat
No,
breakfast?
we don't eat breakfast in Canada.
I don't
you had-
know.
when
If,
I was there,
now
we
that we're
did.
like out here in LA, it's like,
is it because you're trying to do a vegan thing now and you don't know what to eat?
yeah, I'm just like a lot hungry now.
Why don't you try a side bowl?
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's what it is.
Oh, acai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody
Mike has a
corrects
problem
Mike.
saying he don't want to say. He going against the norm. He don't want to say acai.
I really say acai and then I feel weird. I just acai.
okay. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm
Okay.
But y'all had boxes of cereal when I was at the crib. So you don't eat.
No, we eat cereal for like dinner and shit.
Okay, this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
what's up.
I
What type of
think
cereal?
we're being funny right now.
What type of cereals y'all
You
eat?
don't eat
Cinnamon
breakfast.
Toast Crunch.
That's my
Honey Nut
favorite.
Cheerios
I have-
with the like the little joints with the little
With the
graham
little corn, the little
oats.
flakes and joints.
Okay.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
But no, it's refreshing just to like you know what I mean. Stay up and then
Bro,
like
cereal's
3
better,
o'clock have
Yeah.
some cereal.
And
It's
then-
refreshing.
What type of milk?
I feel you.
Y'all do Almond milk.
milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I start with the milk shit. That shit.
So y'all eat pretty healthy then across the board.
I mean, I don't know about this nigga.
Oh, you don't?
She's on some
Shit.
he's-
Trade
Hey,
on
I
you.
do what I do. You know what I'm saying? You know what
You
they
got
say.
time. You got time.
How old are you,
You know what
Trey?
I'm
How old are you?
24.
You 24?
I'm
Okay, see,
I'm 23.
see, that's the thing. When your body, when you hit 25 and above, your body starts changing.
27,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
starts changing. Like you start feeling everything.
You start, you get to that point. You know, they said 25
that's-
physically, people stop growing. You stop growing.
That's where
the
you
normal
wrong.
muscles.
That's where you wrong. 'Cause, like,
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to put you up on
do
some.
you on your show like that? That's where you wrong.
See, hey, look,
Why
niggas
is
with
it
beards
wrong?
always
Nigga
think
like,
they wise
nah,
for no reason.
nah.
Like, just because you grew up in bed don't mean.
Take you a lot of time and energy.
Yeah.
to grow
Let me
that
tell
out.
you, man. I got one gray hair in my beard. All right?
But you ain't got no do on. Nigga like me, it may catch up to me at 55.
Right.
I'ma
But
keep
I don't
you
think the
reckless.
do-rag helps with indigestion. And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
The do-rag help with everything. It's the same.
dude.
What he's
It's
saying is he puts the youth in I had it before.
But
Where you going with this?
for those who are listening, don't know.
You see Jay eating healthier now, right? How old are you?
I'm shit. I gotta think about my age where I got like.
See, you see what I'm saying? He already losing his memory.
Oh, he's 24.
Okay,
He's 24, but he on that
approaching
cusp.
it.
You on the cusp.
He on that cusp.
When
He
your
starting to
birthday?
forget things.
Shit. February.
Shit. Okay, so you'll be 25.
You like
How many times you look for your phone, you start tapping your pants? How many times you pat
Niggas
your
tap
pants?
everything when they looking for their phone. They tap you,
I
nigga.
tap myself every 10 minutes.
And then you had that little panic attack when you don't feel it. You put it in the wrong.
Oh shit, back pocket.
you
look
ever
like they
get out of the
stomping.
car like halfway and then you're like, oh shit, is my phone on my
Yeah.
lap? You're like, whoo.
Yeah.
And you just like, hold on.
I made those mistakes when I was 22. I don't
That's
That's why you.
my shit's cracked.
For those who are listening and don't know who For Y'all ENT is, these
Y'all
guys
sleep.
These guys have been on the internet a long time.
How many years now?
Yeah, how many years has it been?
Bro, like 6 years, bro. Like it's weird to say, bro.
Damn, 6 years.
It's like I never felt like
6
I
years.
Say that.
Yo,
It's
vets.
6 years.
Vets
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
Now we must ask because people want to know, like, what was you doing before the videos? Like, what made you like say, we're gonna take this thing and do this?
Yo, www.worldstarhiphop.com.
That
That's
was-
it.
You was just on there one day. You was like, I could do this. Like, I could.
We're like, I was in high school and it was like a Saturday night, and it was me and this guy awake, and then just randomly he's like, "Yo, I kind of want to get on World Star Hip Hop." I'm like, "Oh shit, that's a good idea." And I don't know, we didn't really think too much about what type of video to make. We just, I don't know, it was just natural to say, "Oh, shoot this little comedy skit, whatever."
Yeah.
It was trash, but after we tried to submit it and they tried to charge us, we said fuck it. But then our friends at school were like, "Yo, the video was cool. Y'all should continue." So it's just a
got
hobby
that
for a
love
long
at
time.
school. That's
Yeah. That was like the single thing that like pushed us to actually like make.
So it was Trey's idea.
Yeah. There's like we have like a video of him like pitching the first skit ever.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
On camera?
Oh yeah, where?
He's
Oh, we
just-
gotta see
he's
that.
just
So that's a
record,
good
like,
idea. For
That's
a first
cool. Yeah.
I used to like just record everything. So like, I was like vlogging from back in the day, and then I got my Mac. I was so excited. I got my MacBook. I think it was just called a MacBook.
Yeah, the little white joint.
The white one. You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
white
yeah,
one
yeah,
that
yeah.
cracked and whatnot. So I just had enough money to buy it, and I got it. I was just recording like everything on there. So it was late at night. Me and him are up. I was like, all right, hold on. Open photo booth. Just recorded it, and then I still have that shit. That shit was funny.
That's hilarious.
It's so weird to look back on now and like watch it. I'm like, yo, that's such a whack idea.
It's good for the
When you
documentary,
look back at old videos, you just stuff be in the background. Takes be mad long.
Timing be off.
Yeah.
It's like there's videos of us like laughing behind the camera like, while we're shooting.
Do you guys shit, this is my podcast now. What's
Yeah. So do your thing. What's
Trey
up?
Richards. When you guys write your videos, do you guys record at all? Like the process of writing, or maybe when you're pitching an idea to each other?
We don't enough.
Record. You mean?
I record voice notes.
Oh, yeah, voice
Jermaine
notes.
has a funny skit.
Oh,
like,
you mean like just the idea, the initial idea? Oh yeah.
Sometimes it depends though. Like if we're writing it, I'll record the whole session. If he's just like talking, like I'll just record it without him knowing.
Right,
Just
right,
to kind of like just get every. Oh, you know.
You do.
I be forgetting to show you after.
It's about to
It's
turn
just
into
like-
Snowden up in there.
Yeah. But I just always want to know.
Yeah,
that.
I got like a year's worth of just
Yeah.
shit we just talked.
We got voice notes on our hard drive that we saved on our hard drive
about
bunch
conversations
of
that
shit.
we might turn into skits one day.
one day.
If we had a videographer, we would record every day.
Yeah.
If we could.
Yeah.
The morning
I
process,
wouldn't want it every day.
You never know when it's gonna come. That gym, so you got to.
To record the skit or just to record?
I'm saying this us
Just
meeting.
us.
You never know what may come from that.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I just gotta have last
Okay,
call
okay.
on the
I see.
edit. Canes.
I gotta have last
No,
call.
I ain't
on
saying
the
I
edit.
want to put it out. I'm just saying, you know,
To have
it, and then like for the future.
I mean, we got the little Google thing, so they're already recording us right
You
now.
talking about the Google?
The Google Home shit, right?
Yeah.
You know, can I be real with y'all?
What's up?
I unplugged mine 2 nights ago.
You unplugged it?
I don't know. I'm paranoid. Maybe. I was just like, why am I talking to this thing so much?
I really got shit to hide though. That's like,
Yeah,
niggas
that's
be acting like they got
crazy.
shit to hide. Like niggas be doing regular shit, like fucking.
Yeah, I don't
just
know.
What if
talking
I
just
don't
normal
what-
stuff?
Does it hear me when I watch porn? No.
Who cares?
Does it hear you?
watch porn,
I
though.
mean,
you know,
They should know you already type it in.
Yeah.
They
You-
do.
They got your history.
You got some history. Like, what do you got to hide? Like,
People want to
doesn't
listen
hear
in.
you.
What does he sound like when he beating his meat? What does he sound like? I got
I
him.
don't want to know.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to
just
know.
hear occasional.
You just gotta cover your mouth.
Definitely don't want to know.
Cause you know you got headphones, though. So ain't no other noise going on, but there's some
Hold
clicking.
on, you put in headphones. So you
got
listen-
to. You live in a house full of people.
I ain't put in headphones.
I just turn it down low, you
Yeah,
know.
and then when it get too loud,
Yeah, yeah. You hit it real quick.
Perfect volume.
Oh, she screamed, and then you
put
gotta
in
pause for a
headphones.
second.
And you know, hey, I'm like a DJ when I watch porn. I'm like a DJ when I watch porn because I know when she about to scream, I start turning down. Then I fade it back up.
The perfect volume is half of one notch.
Yeah.
Like if you like put it down to
Yeah.
one notch with a volume rocker, but then like you slide it to like half of that shit.
But
I don't
the
like
computer volume and the screen volume
Yeah.
are different, so you got to make sure you match both of those up correctly.
Yeah.
I hate when I find a perfect video, but then I switch a video and it's like this next time, like they're just wilding. I'm like, yo, it wasn't this loud on the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's why headphones
See,
are the best.
What I like to do is what Jake said, put it like about halfway, right?
yeah.
But then what I'll do is I'll turn on another video, have that up all the way, and turn my porn down a little bit, so I get a little bit of. But all you hear is like, welcome back to the talk show tonight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
next time I hear that
That
talk
don't
show,
throw you off?
Huh?
That don't throw you off?
You know, but I'm learning while I'm beating my meat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hearing
That
some
don't throw you
information.
So let me ask y'all
learn
this.
nothing.
'Cause this is a big debate in the porn community. Story or no story?
oh, story.
I like the
Oh,
story.
I
I like
You real?
I
need the story.
I don't want
I don't need
there?
no
Story
How
story.
did y'all meet?
Story guy.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
How did you?
I like
need
the
some
story. You know what? Also, I was realizing the other day, I don't like a lot of people in there.
Here's
What you mean?
Like,
you don't like community.
I don't like
You don't like community
2 girls,
porn?
2 guys. Like I don't like
Oh.
three girls, 1 guy. Like just keep it simple so I can focus.
You old school. You.
I can do multiple people. I
Too
can
much
do the
things to
multiple.
look at.
Yeah, I can do the
Look at
multiple.
for me, man.
I don't need
Yeah,
a
yo,
story.
this is crazy one called LA
2 girls.
Gangbang. It's just like all like the biggest like names in ebony porn, and it's just like crazy.
What's it called
It's
again?
called LA Ebony Gangbang.
That
or
don't.
some
That
shit.
don't
No, it's just a lot. It's like a full house of just everybody just like fucking.
like all like it's like YouTube Black, but porn.
Yeah, everybody's getting together having a good time.
I just always like I'm been trying to watch stop watching porn. I feel like a monster. Like right when I'm done, I look
Oh, yeah.
at myself,
Immediately.
like,
Yeah.
look at me like hiding from Jermaine jerking
Like, 20
on and
minutes
shit.
later, just back at that shit.
Do you know the longest you went without watching it?
Oh yeah, like probably a month.
About a month.
Like if I go on like vacation or
Yeah.
somewhere for a long time,
Where your
I'll be,
mind
like,
ain't.
chilling,
Honestly,
yeah.
if you're busy,
crazy
you
for
don't,
guys,
yeah. Honestly, don't think about it.
Oh, I think about
I
it.
do.
I think about it.
When you're busy,
When I lay down, I touch my belly button.
I don't like.
You know, when you lay down, you scratch your belly button. You're like, oh.
Nah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Minor complications.
I think God wanted us to stop talking about porn. That's cool.
But
Seeing how it's cool.
we back at it. Well, Mike was gonna ask something, but I don't know if it.
yeah, maybe we should. Maybe that's why. I
Okay.
stopped.
I do want to ask. At what point did you say, "All right, we're gonna take these videos serious"? Like, what video for y'all was like, "All right, we got something here"? Like,
Shit,
Like-
none yet. I don't think it's just.
None?
I'm joking. I don't remember the exact video, but my video was just mainly around the time where I was like graduating high school. Not when I was graduating high school, when I had to apply for college. So I think it's like maybe January where they start like giving you the courses and like hella colleges start coming to your school and saying, hey, this is what we offer. And I think that's the time where I'm like, yo, I should start taking this serious because like everyone's choosing their school. I feel like this is my school. Like YouTube was that school like that I was choosing. School of life. So yeah, so I feel like I took it serious around that time, somewhere in 2012, and then I graduated. And then
that's it.
I feel like our that skit playing the movie when we first made it on World Star.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
oh,
first
shit.
that first moment on World Star is
Bro,
that's
we're actually
a,
like.
that's a change.
What happened?
It's crazy.
that
'Cause
day?
I actually
Talk
thought
about
that
that
you
day.
like. I actually thought that you'd like fucking like.
That was
you go
it.
on World Star, yeah, you blow up.
Yeah,
this is it,
yeah,
whenever
yeah.
you getting
Yeah.
gigs all over the place and shit. But then, To my surprise, I get on Worldstar, start reading the comments and shit. I thought it was gonna be positive. This is my first experience with Worldstar comments, and like one of the first few comments was like, "Fuck this nigga in his Forever 21 T-shirt."
That's hilarious.
They go in.
Yo, this nigga was like Lloyd Banks.
They go in.
Whack.
But like on that journey, like you do get those moments on your journey. Because I remember one time we got hit up by Soulja Boy saying he want to hop on. Ironically, on the Do-Rag remix, Do-Rag with the Flap Out remix. Soulja Boy hit us up in the email. This man Cam was at work, and he said, I'm leaving work early. And drove back home.
The thing is, whenever Mike called me at work, it was something good. You never called me at work unless it was something big. We got on World Star, something. So I saw his number. I was like, hold on. He's like, Soulja Boy said you want to get him. I said, I'm on my way. I'm not feeling good. I gotta go.
They say
80
I'm
miles
on my way.
All he did was come home and sit in front of the computer with us.
I had to be there. You gotta share that moment. Let's get excited.
No, facts.
Like,
Wait, we
he's-
thought
I
Soulja Boy was
went
gonna
immediately
change
to
our
the studio. I'm like, all right, cool. What we need to do to the beat, what we need to change. All right, we're going to open it up for him, like get a little verse on him, send it to him, and that's the last time we heard
we
from
never
him.
pressed him, though. We just sent it to
Yeah.
him. I think that's why he didn't do it, because we didn't
No, we
press him.
followed up, though.
I think we
we
followed
followed
up.
up
Twice.
Yeah.
We should have pressed him, though.
We seen him in
Y'all can still
Walmart
follow
up
up.
here. We seen him in Walmart up here. We ain't talked to him, though. Yeah. We seen him in Walmart.
Seen him in
Oh, you seen
Walmart.
him?
Seen him drove by us a few times.
Yeah, he drove by us a few times.
Now it's like the point where we're a little bit like,
I think we'll be okay.
It's
I mean,
okay.
he's not going to do anything.
It would have been a good moment in history.
It would have
back
been a
then.
good moment at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think he was popping with like Pretty Boy Swag maybe or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
at that time.
Yeah, that's
So
good
he was-
years.
He was, now it's kind of like,
A little different.
yeah, we,
Yeah.
Soulja Boy, much love.
Soulja Boy. Though.
Shout out
Soulja
Soulja
Boy.
Boy.
He's an icon.
Pioneer.
So
Pioneer.
you went to school? Did you go to college for a year or so?
Yeah, I went to college for like half a semester. I was taking architectural technology.
So you smarter than your brother a little bit, yeah. I feel
That
it.
don't mean he's smart. He just picked a major with a lot of words.
yeah, I was in that program. I hated it. I was like,
What made you
I
do
was-
that? Your dad, huh?
he just like, I was always like the smart student and shit.
Okay.
So then like he always just like expected me to like go to school. Obviously, I felt that pressure too. And then
You got to school, somebody was like, hey, you the dude from 4 y'all? And you were like, man, I quit this school.
I'm out
outta here.
bro. My whole like college experience was like the most depressing thing ever because none of my friends, like I didn't know anyone that went to that school. Like I was the only one.
Like
that went to that
nobody.
school. I didn't know anyone. I was just like,
This in Toronto?
yeah. I'm like, yo, this program's whack. I think it's just boring. It's like whatever. Like I was doing fine in it. I was getting the marks and shit.
Yeah.
But,
Marks.
The marks.
yeah, getting the good marks.
But
then
nobody
this
was
was just boring.
Yeah.
Nah, none of that.
It
Nah.
was just lame asses.
So what y'all dad say? Because y'all dad is Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
So what y'all dad say before the videos really started popping and y'all was like, we gonna do this?
Oh,
Was he
he said like y'all niggas going to school. You be
No
like,
compromise.
y'all niggas not take. Tron's always like the lazy one.
Yeah.
I guess he's always getting yelled at for like being lazy and shit, room dirty, all that stuff. So then he always thought my dad was like when he heard Tron saying he doesn't want to go to school, he wants to do these videos. He's like, yo, you're just trying to take the easy way out.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But if you would have said it, he probably would have been like, maybe this is something.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he kind of like likes me more and shit. So, like anytime I go like against his beliefs, whatever, he kind of like justifies it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like,
Did y'all argue a lot growing up? Or no?
who us to?
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
But did your dad favor? You say he favored you more though.
Yo, one time he told me, just like, yo, like, you don't do anything bad, bro. I was just like the best kid. I was like the best damn
Damn,
kid.
Trey, you was out there doing bad, man? He said, yeah, no, I'm out. I was out here.
Yo, the thing
He
is,
just like come home and then like with stories about him roasting his teachers, and then he gets phone calls home.
He roasted it. Boy, you old educating ass.
Listen, all I'm saying is like, if you're going down in attendance and you're gonna say my name, I'm gonna correct you on how to say my name.
Okay.
She was going down in attendance and she said Chuan. I said, "Fuck is Chuan?" Then I said, "Miss, can you pronounce the last name real quick?" And she said Richards, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's definitely Trevon Richards." And I got suspended.
Yeah.
For that?
Yeah,
You
it's
should
Toronto, you
you
can't-
should
Yeah,
have
that's
came
true.
back and took a knee.
yeah.
Cause that's some bullshit.
It was crazy.
Just for
He
that
probably said it with attitude. He probably had the class laughing at her. She probably felt bad.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
You can't embarrass the teacher in front of her.
Yeah.
But looking at you, I could
But it's just like,
understand.
you
You
know what I'm
come
saying?
in with your do-rag and your beard all out in middle
He had a
school.
beard?
In middle school, you know. You come,
But you
I
knew,
know
you knew you had the possibility, the capability of growing one.
yeah, nah. I think she knew, and that's when she was mad. But I was just like, "Yo, my name's Trevon and not Chuan." And then
That was it.
yeah, I got home and she explained the story very different.
No, of course. 'Cause
Very
that's how
different.
she felt. She felt violated.
Yeah.
Disrespected her.
But yo, shout out to my high school. I was a good kid.
Do you talk to anybody from high school?
Did I talk to anyone?
No, do you still
I
talk
went
to
to high school shows.
Oh, okay.
We both
That's
did.
my dog right there.
That's what's up.
He over there smiling.
You know, nigga feel good. Like, yeah, you know. All right.
I've been here since high school.
But yeah, my dad was just on some like, oh, you're lazy and this is the easy way out. So it's just like really endless nights for me and Jermaine, kind of showing him what we do and like the work schedule. So if we're just up late editing or writing or whatever it was.
Yo, we used to make sure like he heard us downstairs editing when he's like waking up early for work. I'm like
typing it hard and shit.
That's good. That's
go upstairs,
good.
get water. Oh, what's up, Dad? What's up? You about to go to work?
You going to work
from last night?
Yeah,
That shit hard. Anyway.
That's hilarious.
So I think it was weird though for him because he had to go through that moment where he was telling us we're wasting our time and it's the easy way out and it's not like a lot of work and he saw how much work it was, saw that it was kind of paying off, and then he's like, all right, do I accept it? But they're not really making money. I still want them to go to school. So it was like when he got to that point, it was like a lot of problems within him, not within himself, but like with himself to like say, all right, do I like swallow my ego and say like, you know what I mean, let these kids go, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of hard to do because it was really at that point where it's like, all right, you got to make your decision to let us fly right now or just like hold us down. And then he let us fly and I said,
That's dope,
what you say?
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Most stories you hear that like people get in creative fields with their parents. Like their parents say, "I'll give you 1 year, and if you don't make it, then you got to go to
American
school."
shit.
that's kind of what he said.
Well, actually, no, we did get that first. Because first he's like, yo, I'll give you, I don't think it was a year. It was like up until the point where the next semester starts.
But
So
no,
like,
and
then after he's like, yo, you know what? You guys don't have a time limit this time. And you guys could kind of just like, I guess trust you guys. That was after like talking to my uncle and my my stepmom, who are like, they understand it.
Gotcha.
Same thing.
So you have a big fan. You guys are like tight, your whole family. Like, is
We're not
everyone
even-
kind of watching y'all, like, you know, or looking out? Or,
I mean, I feel like, okay, hold on, shit. All right, boom. So the very first year that my dad said like, you have till next semester, I purposely like dubbed school. Like I went to this program that I had an interview for, and it was a TV program. I went in there, and the first thing I do is, first off, I brought my brother with me into this interview with me. It's a TV program. She said, okay, what programs do you watch? I said, I don't really be watching TV. I think TV's whack. So I failed that on purpose. So like I gave myself a year, and then when we had that year, that's when he said, because he saw things going, he said, okay, you guys don't really have a time limit, but like kind of keep school in mind.
Okay.
And then what would you say? What you just
And
ask?
then, like, are they all supportive? How they watching? Or like people hitting you up? Or is how you feel about it?
It was more weird like when we're coming up because it was definitely a lot of people reaching out to us saying like, yo, I'm your cousins, like keep going.
I'm your cousin.
Yeah.
Wow.
But really like our real supportive one was like our uncle.
Uncle, okay.
And he was the one that like it's weird. Okay, funny story, long story short. My uncle boxed with Mike Tyson. So
shit.
there's 2 big fights. One when I was born.
This is our other
94.
This is our other uncle.
There's our other uncle, but our uncle that talks to my dad was like managing
Him.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was our uncle.
Okay.
So he fought Mike Tyson twice, and it was just like I think one of them went to like I think both of them went to 12 rounds. Mike Tyson was like, "Yo, this is like one of the hardest guys I've ever fought."
What's his name?
Razor Ruddock.
Razor Ruddock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is like
Hell yeah.
it's not talked about at all. And like when you watch a fight, like they had to make 2 fights because like that's how big this fight was. It was such a hard fight. This one, Mike Tyson was like a beast, and he was just like knocking me, saying, "Yo, like he has the hardest punch I ever felt." Blah blah blah. And it was just like everywhere. And then anyway, so my uncle when he was going through that, I'm guessing his parents weren't really for it, and they're like, boxing, where's this gonna go? Like just go to school and blah blah. But my uncle went with it, so he kind of used that for my dad to say like, yo, like we kind of went with this and look where it took us, and whatever happened. That's like his decision. I mean, the boxer's decision. But definitely like let us try at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saying that you can see that we're passionate about it. Blah blah. So honestly, I don't think if it wasn't for my uncle, I don't think my dad would like let us do what we're doing.
Right. That's amazing. That's cool. So it took somebody coming from the entertainment world. You had somebody in your family that could be like, yo, you know, let them live a little bit.
Yeah, and this uncle, our Uncle Tobias, is like a really like in the family. He's the one that everyone goes to for advice for everything. Like he's like awesome. Super helpful with everyone. So like everyone goes to him. So and everyone like respects his word. So once my dad heard him come through and say like, yo, let these guys like put school on hold and do what they want to do, my dad's like, all right.
That's how mine was for me. But regardless of my dad listened to it, and I was gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah. We couldn't do that. That was the thing, man, because we have a lot of respect for our dad. Good relationship. We like never like argue about anything. So like. It was so awkward when he's like pushing school on us, but then we're kind of like, yeah, because he was never really like really aggressive, but you just like push it a lot, you bring it up a lot, and we're like, well, yeah, you know, with the entertainment industry, one day you're popping, next day you're not, and like drop hints and stuff like that.
And it's weird because you know our parents come from a totally different generation, so it's weird saying like, all right, look, I ain't going to school, but I'm gonna see these videos on this computer, and I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, makes sense. And the thing was, at the time. Like YouTube was really fresh at that time. Yeah. So at the time, I didn't even believe all the way in ourselves. I'm like I guess this shit could work.
We was all just doing
was out there with a big crib in LA from making videos or whatever. So we had like examples and whatever, but I didn't actually have. I didn't know if it would actually take us anywhere. Yeah. So I'm there like saying like, yo, this could be a thing, but then deep down I'm like, shit, for real.
No, when
I was almost like scared when he said, all right, go ahead, do your thing. I'm like, wait, for real?
Why? Go to school. But I can imagine it's even being harder for y'all because when we started, at least we were in college. You know what I'm saying? We were outside the house. We had a little bit more freedom. Our parents, and we're away from away from our parents. We're in a different state. So we had a little more freedom to move. Y'all were just starting in high school. Y'all just had to everything your parents say is living with parents like Bible. So that's very commendable, and thank God y'all had a cool uncle that helped that out too. For sure. That's dope.
Now, y'all told us some stories when y'all first started. Y'all was getting some comments, and these comments was like, who is these fake Dormtainment niggas?
That had to be like the worst comment to read, bro. I hated the Dormtainment comments. Damn it, nigga.
Now, but I'm saying before that, did y'all had already watched it before, or those comments made you go look at it?
Oh no, I knew who you guys were.
When I started, I didn't think anyone did comedy on YouTube. That's how naive I was. We got on YouTube, start doing comedy. I'm like, we gotta be the only ones doing this shit. And then they're like, yo, you should check out Dormtainment. One of our friends from school. So we checked it all out, whatever. The names were a coincidence. We weren't trying to match. Oh yeah, right. That's hilarious. No. And then, I mean, slowly the comments start coming in. They call me Mike 3G 2.0 because I had the little beard or whatever. We're doing Jamaican stuff too.
2.0. That's fun.
I hated being the fake ass Dormtainment.
But then y'all say Mike emailed y'all back too one day.
Yeah. So it was like probably like our second video.
They tweeted.
It was random. We tweeted Mike, and then we asked him for input on whatever our second video, or whatever. And then he got back to us with it. Yeah, he got back to us with it. That shit was trash, or whatever. He got back to us and he's like, "Yo, y'all should shorten it down, whatever." He gave us some pointers, but the point is he responded, which we did not expect.
And the pointers probably don't even make sense now.
No, they did though. They were like really. It was like the advice you gave us. We could look at your videos and see that you guys were doing that in your videos. So it was just like I remember the main one I remember was shorten it and don't make it too long, because I remember I sent you like an 8-minute video and you're like, yo, get to the point and like get your writing better, because it was just like it would keep the engagement of the fans and blah blah blah. And then I'm like, all right, bet.
I remember we're backing out of our driveway. We got a tweet.
We
stopped in the middle of like backing out of our driveway.
Y'all told me in DC. Y'all was excited. I was like, nigga, I was laying on my futon.
We just told him yesterday about our green screen on the mattress, and and then at night Michael pull it down.
Just go to sleep.
I think we wasn't done with it at the time, so I was laying on
humble beginnings. We're still humble.
You was excited. I was hungry.
Oh yeah,
that's hilarious.
That's funny. That's cool. When did this? Because last time y'all did a skit with us was Black People Laughing.
Yeah.
And you didn't have the beard. What made y'all be like, you know what? We finna take this beard movement to. No, I mean, he had a
but it was some. It was like it was some trash. I don't know.
He said it was like.
Hold on, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
It was just low. It was low.
It was like
it was low, and then then I seen you start to go on your beard journey.
Yeah.
And,
after a while, I mean. I didn't really start wilding out until like a couple months ago.
Wilding out?
Yeah. So before that, I like to keep it low, or whatever. But then it grows way too fast, and like I got tired of like shaving.
And can we stop calling it beard journey? I just feel like wrong. That's just like
it's a little dramatic. Right?
Yeah, it's a little.
I'm gonna call it what I want to. It's the beard journey.
Beard journey.
I mean, I just didn't shave. I think
it was a journey for a long time. Can't understand.
My shit grow too fast. My shit
it's been a rough journey.
That journey looks fun, you know. Journey looks like it's free and wild.
This shit grows really fast. It's like
that's just living life. You know what I'm saying?
Living life.
Just living life.
My beard in the hood.
Yeah.
Trying to get out.
He gonna have a story when he make it.
Story.
But nah, I just got tired of shaving, so I'm just like, all right, let me just let it wild out.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yo, I'm gonna come clean. So like, you see this little blue paper? So I keep moving it under, and I keep thinking there's a spider on my leg. So there's gonna be a couple moments where I freak out, low key to myself.
You afraid? What's your is that like one of your fears, like a spider?
Yeah, I don't like spiders.
You don't like spiders?
You don't like
Yo, for me, it's centipedes, bro.
Centipedes?
They're so fast.
They fast?
Yeah, they're fast as hell. You ever seen those, like one of them house centipedes?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not really into animals like that.
It's insects. That's animals.
Exactly.
I got bit by the second most poison spider. I got bit by the second most poison spider in first grade.
How you hear?
He said,
How I'm here? I got to the hospital on time.
I thought it was like yesterday.
Yeah. If I wouldn't have, they would have had to amputate my arm. But I mean,
Where was this?
in North Carolina.
Struggle story.
In North Carolina. It's real life. I got bit. You know, I woke up with a hole in my arm and a fever and was throwing up, and I had to go to the hospital.
You said a hole in your arm?
Yeah, it was like the skin was being ate out of my arm. It was
this is
a
the
brown
closest
recluse.
story Ron could give to being shot.
Yeah. That's my
rap
closest.
album is gonna be called Almost Amputated.
Almost amputated. Volume 1.
He gonna come out, I got bit 9 times.
1 spider, 5 surgeons.
Right.
You remember Lil Wayne said he got shot when he was like 2?
He shot himself.
He got shot.
Yeah, man.
Hey, all right. So I want to talk to y'all about the skit we
Nah,
about
man,
to shoot.
fuck them.
All right.
What y'all doing today?
It's the Trey takeover.
I want to talk to y'all about this skit we shooting today. You know what we shooting today? Did you?
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, right.
We shooting some shit.
I thought we were. All right, bet. What?
Man, we shooting a skit today. Y'all, hopefully, y'all will see this soon after.
Yeah, after you hear this podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all will know that we haven't shot it yet.
This.
Yes.
Before
okay,
this,
we'll
yeah.
see. Y'all see
All
a
right.
skit, and then y'all can go back and be, oh, they talked about it. But we shooting a skit called "I'm More Jamaican Than You," and I had this skit for like about 4 years now. Just the idea, and I wanted y'all in it from then. Like, just because I was like, for some reason, we always challenge each other. Like, okay, for example, when we was in DC. We was at the party, and one of the YouTubers is Jamaican, and I guess she was in the audience when we were doing our act, right?
Yeah.
And you know, at the end of the act, I do my Jamaican thing. I say whatever, and she has her boyfriend come up to me and says, "What's her name?" Said, "You're not even really Jamaican."
Yo, that's true.
And I'm just like,
I know what's that mean?
And I'm just like, okay, cool. Like it really rubbed me the wrong way. I was almost mad. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like, leave me alone. Like, but my thing, it made me come back home and think, like, I want to do this skit even more now, because now I feel like it has a purpose now. It's like it's saying something about just us as Jamaicans, how we always challenge each other. Like, even Jamaicans, it's more Jamaicans here than in Jamaicans in Jamaica. Like, it's more be like, you're not even really Jamaican. I'm just like, what is that about? Like, do y'all
Bro,
get
they
that?
stay testing. Yeah.
Especially y'all being from y'all living in Canada and being Jamaican. Do y'all get that a lot?
Bro, my friend Julian, bro, this guy tells me like every other week, bro. Y'all niggas not really Jamaican. Bro. if I like disagree with the Jamaican food, man, you're not really Jamaican, bro.
And the thing is, like,
I'm just kind of half. You know what I'm
Julian's
saying?
Jamaican?
Yeah, he's Jamaican. Yeah, he's born there.
See, yeah. Let's see.
So is it about being born there, or what is it cultural, or is it?
Because you
just
said when you disagree with
when
something.
when you're more attached to like Jamaica, or when you have more ties to Jamaica, it's like a bragging point.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
okay.
I kind of always seen it like that. Like, it's the same thing when you can't handle pepper. Like, you'll eat, I'll be sweating. Like, I'll tell you a Jamaican.
I just don't like spicy shit like that. I don't know. You know?
The food is so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll take like if you have jerk pork and oxtail, and you only take the oxtail. You're not really Jamaican. Like, you know what I mean? It's
That's
just
crazy.
so much
Even
shit.
my mom will say shit to me I've never heard of. Like, she'll say the most like off the wall shit. Like, you know, it's Mikey. You have to jump off a car if you get traction. And I'm like, what?
Yo, they be coming with the new shit. Sometimes
She
I
be like,
wonder.
Mike, you never heard that before? I'm like, nah.
Sometimes I wonder if they make shit up like on the spot. Because you hear like
We're
brand
not
new
really
shit every
Jamaican.
3
That's what
days.
she say to me, though. That's what I'm saying. That's what she say to me
Why
right
do you need
after.
traction though?
What?
Hold on.
Saying shit, and
why?
she be like, you never hear that before, Mike? I'm like, where am I supposed to hear that from? Mom?
That's what I need to find like the forum where they post like new Jamaican sayings and shit. Like niggas, I don't know. For some reason, they just know what's going on. I
Right.
don't know, like, half the shit.
Jamaican.forum.org.
The thing is though, like my Jamaican side of the family, I'm Jamaican and Colombian, me and my brother.
Y'all Colombian too?
Yeah.
Well, that's where the
Colombian?
hair come from.
That's
That's
where the hair
I
comes
thought
from.
y'all was just coolly.
Yeah.
the wavy hair.
That's why I'm hairy, bro.
We're Jamaican and Colombian.
Y'all
but
look like
Your
Pablo
mom was
Escobar.
Colombian.
Yeah.
That's where the wavy
That's
hair.
okay.
Y'all got
Yo,
all the drug
my
stereotypes.
grandma was actually telling me like stories of when that whole Pablo Escobar thing was going on.
Yeah.
When she was living in Colombia, like how bad it was. But anyways, so our grandfather on the Jamaican side, this guy is so bad at just being a fucking grandpa because it's just like, bro, tell me stories, bro. Like me and Jermaine. So my dad owns a moving company. And
What is the
my
acumen to be a
grandpa works with my
grandfather?
dad.
You gotta tell stories and like take your grandkids.
Yeah.
out.
Okay, so stories.
And, like,
take
be
your
happy.
kids out.
This is true. My grandpa's
This is why I
just always
ask my granddad.
my grandpa's always mad.
Give me
This is the
stories.
thing though, like
Okay.
our grandpa, like I don't know how old this guy is.
He's just mad every
But
day.
blood is like he works. Okay, so my dad owns a moving company, and my grandpa works with them.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be like
As a mover,
as a mover,
this guy's
a
strong.
office
This guy's
mover,
60,
bro,
like
is
7 years
strong.
old. Strong.
So
as
he in
fuck.
Toronto.
Yeah, he's in Toronto. He's in
Benny
Toronto.
strong.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We got confirmation.
So like we'd go work with our father, and like a lot of times this was the deal. So he'd be like, you guys will do the videos, but when I call you up for work, you got to come out work. So I'm like, all right, cool. And our grandpa worked there, so like every time we'd go in, we'd always like fuck around with everyone there and like make jokes and shit. And I feel like he felt like he can't be a grandfather to us because we were working with him. It was weird. It was really weird to say, like, when I go like do a job somewhere, it's an office movement, so we'd be moving like office buildings downtown. So
Right.
I'll be somewhere, and I'll be like, oh, miss, did you see an old guy? Blah blah blah. And she's like, yeah, he's over there. She talks some shit about him. Like, oh, that's my grandpa. So anyways, when I was going to the story, we'd always be at work, and I'd be like asking questions like, yo, like, why are we this? Why are we that? Why are we so tall? Like, where's this coming from? 'Cause I'm taller than my dad, I'm taller than my mom. And then just like, again, like he's hearing all these questions constantly, and he just ignores us, right? Like, this nigga just doesn't hear us.
He said he ain't fucking
And then
with
just
it.
one day he was just in a good mood, and he just said, "Oh, you should ask me." I'm like, "Fuck, great. What was it?"
Oh, your family in Jamaica tall. I'm like, oh, all this time, bro.
Apparently, there's someone that was like close to 7 feet. I think it was his dad.
Yeah.
So our great grandfather, he was
Okay.
like 7 feet, and he's like, "Why do you just ask me?" I'm like, "Bro, like I asked all these questions." He's like, "Yo, if you want to come over and find out like more about your family, like just ask and whatever. I'll take you out to Mandarin. And Mandarin's like this Chinese spot that everyone goes to eat." So I'm like, "All right, cool." Nigga never hit me back.
So have y'all been to Jamaica?
Damn, yo.
Y'all grandfather
Your grandpa
like-
curved you?
Yo,
he curved me.
Your
yo.
grandfather's like a bad agent. Don't hit you back.
So have y'all been to Jamaica to visit that side of the family?
Yeah, we went there for like 2 hours. we're on a cruise, and then like the Jamaican stop was like extra short for some reason. So we had like 2 hours to rock out. It was cool though. I'd go back.
We met up with our grandfather's brother.
Yeah.
So it was like it was
Wait, what does that make him to us?
I don't know. That's what I said.
Your grandfather's brother? Yeah,
Your grandbrother.
uncle.
Great uncle.
Your grandbrother?
Your grand uncle.
That's when I just stopped.
Grandbrother.
That's when you just gotta say their name.
Yeah, that's your family. That's your grandfather's brother.
So you,
Yeah,
that's just your
it's
granddad
close.
brother.
This is closer to family than like
That's my
second
granddad
cousin,
brother.
right?
That's your granddad uncle. That's your grand uncle.
Yeah, your grand uncle.
That's your grand
But I
brother.
just feel like that's wrong because like, you never hear stories about like on TV or whatever. Oh, I was at my granddad's brother's house. You never hear that, right?
You use your grand bro.
I'm going over to my grand uncle's house.
Your
Your grand uncle.
By that time, your grandfather and his brother don't talk no more. By the time he got grandkids. So.
Yo, grand uncles are probably the wisest niggas around. Honestly,
uncle.
grand uncles. Oh yeah,
My grand
that's
uncle.
your
Wow.
grandfather's brother.
Yeah.
Your-
So that was that nigga.
yeah, he's probably the
Those are the
wisest
wisest
man,
uncle.
man. If y'all listen to him,
Especially
because it's an
when
He
uncle.
wasn't.
Well, it's either
Wow.
gonna
He
be
was
one or the
screaming
other.
at
Either
random
he was the
people.
wild uncle back in the day, or he was he lived some life to learn about it. So
Yeah.
it's not like he's still
He
wild.
was still wild when
So
yeah.
wildin'.
He's still wild.
He was just driving fast.
Mid-roll. Hey, all you visual artists out there, listen up with your eyes. That's the joke, you get it? Now, I got something on my shoulder that I need to get off, and it ain't no chip. Don't you hate when you edit a project, and you just need to find that good stock video or stock photo, but you know you ain't trying to pay that much for it, because we ain't got it. But that's where Video Blocks comes in. You see, with Video Blocks, you get studio quality stock for a fraction of the cost. And download all the stock video your heart desires from their member library, including HD footage, After Effects templates, motion backgrounds, and more. Plus, save on millions of additional marketplace clips where the artists take home 100% of the sale price. So you heard right. Go to videoblocks.com/Trap House to try out all the stock video you can imagine, free for 7 days. That's VIDEOBLOCKS.com. YouTube.com/Trap House to save on millions of studio quality clips from Video Blocks, so you'll never be in an edit predicament again.
Now back to the show.
Let me say,
Y'all niggas got water.
we do.
Barely.
Y'all do that here?
So we had another. Our disc got full again. I think it's because 4 of y'all on here and they beards is intercepting like the.
Is it throwing?
The
Is
wave
it interfering
waves.
with the?
You might just have too many files.
Yeah, nah. Chill
You know
out.
why? It's because you got 3 Richards here with beards.
That's true.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's affecting the wave.
situation.
But we back again. You know, we here. We getting it done.
Wait, who's your uncle?
He live in Jamaica too. No, I'm fucking around.
Oh,
Yeah. We're not related, Trey. No, I got family from my dad is from the Virgin Islands, so I thought maybe through some way, you know, maybe want to. Well, y'all Cuban, so I don't know if y'all Colombian. My bad. Okay, y'all Colombian. So I don't know. You know, I don't know where your light skin.
You good? Why you look at the water like that?
No, I mean,
straight?
if like you were to come to my house and I'd ask for water, I'd at least throw it up. Like water's always. That's all, you know. I don't know who stops there.
This nigga looked at the glass and put it back
Stop
down.
spillage, you know. You never know.
You put some back before
Some
that.
people
You know what I'm
clumsy.
saying?
That is
Some people clumsy.
That is an awkward spot to stop.
Ain't put no
It's a
ice in
weird
it.
spot.
And I'm trying to rush back to get back on there, you know.
2 more seconds though. You know what I'm saying? 2 more seconds.
We're so sorry,
I
guys.
got to drop.
We won't have.
Home came to our house and I had bottles of wine for this guy. He was laid up in
Damn,
Jermaine's bed.
I was laid up.
All
Hey,
of my
your
shit.
bed mad comfortable too.
All of
B.
my shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
You let
I
that
don't know how
man
to feel.
stay in bed.
So what?
No, he
Nah, I
wasn't
wasn't
there.
home.
He wasn't there.
So you didn't let him stay in bed.
Nah, I didn't say it. I did a little video in his bed. It was quite funny too. It was good.
But you know what I'm saying is that the guys like to say my dad's light skinned. I don't think he's light skinned, but they say he's light skinned. So I'm sure someone down the road, you know, there was some white slave master that had some situation with maybe one of my parents in the Virgin Islands. So I didn't know if we have some same slave master people that might have had the Richards.
master.
You know,
Grand
that
slave
Richards.
master.
You know what I'm saying? I might have had a 3rd or 4th cousin, but that goes by Richards.
Your grandma.
That that slave master's cousin lived in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And got with your family.
Yo.
And you understand? You see where I'm going?
No.
I
You
barely
don't see where I'm going?
No.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Honestly,
The knowledge
this
of my
is-
family stops.
brother.
No, it gets really mysterious at my grandfather. So like the Benny guy that we're just telling you
Are
about.
you guys curious about your past? Like really curious
Yeah,
about your
but I
past?
just know I'm not gonna get shit from anyone.
What about your dad?
He don't know shit
Oh,
either.
God.
I asked him shit. He's like, yo, you gotta like go to Jamaica and find that shit out.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
somebody-
Like,
Why do you want to know so bad though?
I want to know just because I want to know.
I mean,
I'm
it's
just
You want to know
curious.
where you're from? You want to
No,
know?
I don't really care. Like, I just want to know. Like,
Just wanna know.
stories.
I just need
is
more
there,
like cool
what-
stories for
yeah,
like when I go to parties and shit. Like,
I think
so my granddad,
I think it's stories that there's certain stories that you hear, and then there's certain stories that you keep and you let like rock. You know what I mean? So when I found out that my uncle was a famous boxer and he was like training and his whole come up story, that's something I want to know. You know what I mean? So my uncle being, my grandpa or great grandfather being 7 feet, like what'd you do with that height?
Right.
Were you chilling the whole time? Like were you a ball? Because I ball and I'm like, why am I good? Maybe it was from him. I don't know.
You ball?
Yeah,
I ball.
You said you
But
were
we
good?
gonna
You
move on.
ball?
We gonna move on. We gonna move
No,
on.
you know you
We gonna
ball.
move
You
on.
ball?
But you said you was good.
Trey, you ball?
Well, he plays basketball. He plays basketball.
He played basketball.
Like,
He-
we
he-
play.
He actively plays basketball.
Like technically anyone could
We gonna
like,
move
play. Like,
Go ahead. Do you think?
But what if you found out your great grandfather was a cannibal that ate children all throughout Jamaica or Colombia? Would you tell people about that?
Yeah,
that's
a pretty
that's
bomb
right. Yeah,
story,
that's like an
actually.
icebreaker type shit.
Yeah.
Because growing up, a lot of my friends like we have like show and tell, and they bring in like little heirlooms from the family, and they're like, oh, so my great so and so this and that from over here in Europe or whatever. And my story is just like shit. Like a Saturday, I was supposed to see my grandma. She wasn't there though.
I brought my
What's your granddad?
I brought my mom's cell phone from the 80s to show and tell. This big brick. When I found it in her closet,
Yeah.
I got to bring this to school.
Them shits was huge.
The teacher's probably like, my phone's still up.
It was like this big.
This kid's bringing my phone to show and tell.
That's hilarious.
I do got to bring it back though, cause Trey,
Pause.
You didn't say throw it back.
We had this
Yeah,
conversation
we had this conversation.
yesterday.
Well, I ain't gotta say pause.
Bring it
Too
back
old
or
for that.
throw it back. Throw it back. If you
I'm
want.
about
You
30.
say I gotta
Don't
bring
say
it
that.
back.
I said I
you
gotta
say?
bring it back.
I gotta bring it
No,
back.
that's not
He
a
said you
pause.
gotta
That's
bring
not
it
a
back. I don't.
If you said throw it back,
He said, "Let me throw it back real quick."
I ain't gotta say
Hey, y'all,
pause.
hold up. I gotta throw it back real quick.
And you said I gotta throw it back at Trey.
I
gotta throw it back at Trey real quick.
You gotta bring it back.
That's what I heard.
gotta bring it
Hey
back.
Trey, make sure you catch it.
Hey,
I'm gonna throw it back quick now. Hold on.
Hey, hold up. You know what they say?
You know what they say? But
one y'all gonna-
you know, you said you ball.
No, he's not good at basketball.
Throw that
You,
thing.
you said you ball.
yeah, we know.
I mean, when we first came to Toronto, you said you played on the hoop net, the ball net,
I said y'all got.
and I was like, what's that?
Hoop
And you
shorts.
was
They didn't know what a ball net was.
because ball net.
First off, nobody calls it that.
First off, what's a net? What's a ball?
What?
Listen to me.
But where y'all get that from to switch it around?
Typically,
net.
Because you say, yo, I'm gonna go play ball, and then it's a net. Niggas so like ball net.
Ball net.
Yeah, because there's a hockey net.
There's also a
We got
rim
hoop
shorts.
shorts.
There's
We
also
got
a
ball
backboard.
shorts.
Y'all don't talk about that.
You got hoop shorts.
But you guys do get the NBA in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Do
We
you?
have the
Do they?
Toronto
Do the
Raptors.
commentators?
Toronto Raptors.
Do the
So, like, you know.
oh? Do the Toronto Raptors
ball
commentators
net?
usually say ball net?
If
Oh,
you
he hit
listen-
the ball net.
If you listen,
No,
No,
listen,
I
he may
doubt
say
it.
if it's a sick point, he may say. And here's the ball net. Hey, fuck y'all.
Nah, I don't
Bro, it's almost street ball though. It's street ball.
I can get the hoop shorts.
The
more
hoop
than
shorts,
ball
I give you
net.
hoop
get
shorts.
but
I never
ball
said
net
hoop
shorts are
shorts.
cool.
You did say hoop shorts.
You guys said
We
hoop
said ball
shorts.
shorts. Like hoop shorts.
think so. Ball
I
shorts.
say, yo,
say
y'all
hoop
got
shorts.
ball shorts, and you said you mean hoop
Now
shorts?
ball shorts,
say
see,
that.
that's them that weirds them out. I've heard of ball shorts.
Ball shorts, yeah, all the
everybody
time
say
shorts.
ball shorts.
So ball net, man.
Hey, but the one time, what's funny about like Canada always has that stereotype. I'm not just trying to group you in with Canadians just because y'all Canadian, but it's known that like the niceties, y'all are very nice people compared to I guess.
I'm nice on the court, yeah.
No, Trey, listen.
Trey.
There's an ongoing joke with you just losing.
in the vlog.
Like you just
So where you going with the niceties?
What I'm saying is, like, the first time I think y'all came over here and we were playing, and I think we were playing 21.
Yo,
y'all were
what-
like,
what's
if
the next
somebody
question, next
misses,
question, next
if somebody misses the basket,
Nah, it wasn't 21. It was like a real game. We played 3 on
no,
3.
before that, but if we just shooting around, if somebody misses, they said they take the ball and pass it back to the person who missed to get another chance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we
That
don't
don't make
ever
sense.
do that
Yeah.
down here. Like, I don't give the ball back to somebody that missed it. Like, are you?
Oh, you gotta
crazy?
get the layup.
You gotta get
To
your
the
layup.
right?
Let's say, think about what you've done with your shot, and like, you know what I mean, figure that out.
What?
Nah, you missed your shot.
That's
you missed
nice.
your opportunity.
That
That's
is
being
nice.
very
That's
nice,
nice.
and we don't play like that.
But it's like you
We
watch
have-
basketball warm ups, like when the teams are warming up,
Yeah.
they'll shoot, and then when they miss, they get the ball to do a layup, and
That's
then
a-
they pass it back, and it gives time for the other person to go set.
not street ball, brother.
So
that's on, you're on the same team.
Huh?
That's on the same
And
team.
they preparing
though.
for a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we all on the same team though. Fort Donald Trump.
Full down the
What's
truth.
y'all president? What's y'all president name?
No,
You have a prime minister?
we got prime minister.
Dude that was on back to
Trudeau.
back thing with Drake, right?
What's up?
Wasn't that the dude?
What?
Y'all,
He was
'cause
on
y'all
a
got
track
prime
with
ministers,
Drake?
right?
Yeah, we got prime minister.
Prime, wasn't the dude with the back to back?
Oh no, that's
Norm.
that's city councilor.
Okay.
Oh, so.
Yeah, I would think he the prime minister. Where he was. Just,
Do y'all feel like y'all use a lot of like when it comes to I guess Canadian culture? Is that like influence y'all videos a lot?
I take Toronto cultures in there a lot.
And Toronto culture is
Yeah.
different than to you than the rest of Canada.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, definitely. But I'd say Canadian culture is just throughout all of our videos because it's just
Yeah.
kind of who we are.
But y'all city support. Y'all city support.
Yeah.
Now, was they supporting y'all from jump, or did it take?
It's
been pretty
yeah.
supportive.
Yeah,
That's
it's just, I think at the start it's just a matter of like people not knowing us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then once
Yeah.
they found out about us, they had a lot of support and. Yeah, it's been a lot of love in Toronto. That's why I really in the beginning we really wanted to move to LA. Like the whole thing was like to do our thing and then move to LA, get out of Toronto, whatever. But then after a while, I'm like, shit, I kind of like this energy in Toronto. It's, like, it's a really good time in Toronto. It's like a small place with
and
a
y'all
bunch
at
of
the
talented
forefront
people.
of it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. So we definitely benefit from that a lot. It's like a small space, small ass city. Everyone knows each other and everyone's doing a lot of cool shit. So like you're constantly brushing shoulders with a bunch of people who do
A lot of artists.
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of different people. Yeah,
and
that's what's up.
everyone's just happy for each other and empowers each other. Empowers each other. So it's a
Now,
good time.
was
It's
it
a
a-
I don't want to leave. I'm
Was it a shift when you started like after you did the Drake the video when Drake was in there? Did you feel a big shift?
That was big.
Or
That was big.
It was funny too.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Yeah,
It
I
was
feel
funny.
like
Hilarious.
a lot more people were talking about the videos and Yeah, I feel like the Drake stuff really took it to another level.
Get some old
Especially in the
emails.
city.
Hey, I seen you with
Did you get
Drake.
them texts from them girls? Hey, stranger, what's going on?
We got a lot of following up emails. Hey, just following
Yeah.
up.
I'm just following up from 2 years ago. I meant to respond.
All the subjects were "Hey, big head."
How did that come about? For people who don't know, before y'all got a chance to do a video with Drake, video with Drake, how'd that whole thing come about?
That's so shit. You got this one?
It's so shit.
I so boom. It was March.
Man, why you starting off like
Everything's boom.
an Italian mobster?
So boom.
I so
Bada
boom.
bing.
Look, see, bada boom.
It was March and we're in Hawaii. It was me, Jermaine, Waleed, and Just Rain.
Y'all been living life, I see.
We decided to go to Hawaii. We just say, yo, like let's take a trip somewhere that's just random that we've never been before, somewhere our family's never been, so we can talk about our own personal experience. So we chose to go to Hawaii, and it just happened to line up with my birthday. So we're like, all right, whatever, we'll go for my birthday. It wasn't really for my birthday, but I'm gonna say it was. All right, just so nigga, I feel special.
Yeah, I feel you.
So we're in Hawaii, and well, we get a call from Boy Wonder, and Boy Wonder's a really good friend of ours, a Grammy-nominated producer, has hits on top of hits. And he called me, and then he's just like, yo, what's up? What you guys doing? I'm like, yo, chilling. What's up with you? And he said, yo, Drake put you on a song. Like, just so casually. I'm just driving. I'm like, what? Like, he's on FaceTime. Yeah, Drake put you on a song. And if you know Wonder, like, he's just very monotone. So, like, just chill. And he's like, yo, he sampled one of your skits, and he needs your permission.
Fucking amazing.
So then I was just like, yo, shit. Like, all right, bet.
You thought I was gonna say
cool.
no, nigga?
Tell that nigga I said no.
Tell him call me.
Listen, Drake, I don't know, man.
Drake, you said Drake used it. So after that, I said, yeah, it's cool. He told me someone's gonna be in contact with me just to kind of get the paperwork out the way and explain what's going on. So I'm like, all right, cool. He said, yo, I'll hand out your number and then someone will get to you. I'm like, all right, cool. So hang up the phone. I'm looking at like Jermaine, looking at Just, looking at Waleed, like, yo, what the fuck just happened? So we pull over and we're like kind of just taking in the moment. Yeah. And then the number texts me saying like, yo, what's up? And I said, who this? And he said, it's Drake. I'm like, oh.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Good day.
I said, what's up? And then we kind of talked, and he was just chopping it up with me, just telling me kind of what happened, and that he used something from one of our skits, but he didn't tell us what. He was kind of keeping us it a surprise. And then we flew back home. March 18th is when the album came out. March 18th is my birthday, and that's when the album came out. And we're on the album. I was just like, yeah, this is like the best.
This is More Life.
Awesome. Yeah, this is More Life. Sorry. Yeah. So he sampled T. Goon Scrap, or the first T. Goon Scrap, and it was on the End of Madiba rhythm. And then after that came out, the city was just like, it was just really different. You could feel the energy was like really different. And it was just a different respect. And everyone was just like, yo, that's crazy. How'd you guys do that? And I feel like it was crazy for us because it was like really that moment where we did something on YouTube where it's just like, I don't know. Like, I think being on YouTube and being on the album is like really, really, really hard. Like, I don't know who else have done it. So like when that shit happened, I'm like, yo, like we got sampled, like one of our skits. And I started looking at that as more of like, yo, it's gonna go down in history. Like this, I can forever show this to my kids, to your kids, like my kids' kids, to say like, yo, like this is what we did. So I felt good because I felt we kind of made that razor ruddock of like what my uncle was to me. I'm like, yo, this nigga do that shit. So, anyways, that was March. Around May, a couple months was going by, and the reviews are still good. Everyone's like still talking about it. Then we're writing T. Goon Scrap 2, and then I was just like talking to Jermaine, just throwing out ideas back and forth, just wilding. I said, yo, like, yo, you want to get Drake in it? Like, I could text this nigga, I guess. I gotta know, right? After like More Life came out, I didn't really. I said thank you to him. You know what I mean? Said, yo, congrats on the album. And then kind of left it at that. And then the next time I messaged him was like, just, yo, you want to be a part of T. Goon Scrap 2? That is. And it was like the scariest text I was sending.
It's one of them shits where you send it and you just throw the phone. And then you hear the text message, it's like, ooh, shit. That's where you find it.
It was a really scary text to send, but I sent it, and I'm like, yo, if this guy just sampled one of our videos, like, I'm pretty sure he'd be a part of it. Yeah. And honestly, I think if he wanted to be a part of it personally, but he couldn't do it because of like contracts or something else, I would be fine. Yeah. But I knew I'm like, hey, he obviously enjoys the work, so let's give it a try. And then just right away he said, yeah, I'm down. And I said, what? And I was just like, all right, how do we get started? Like, what do we do? And I just forgot everything. I'm like, yo, when did we shoot in? And it was like, I think it was the most stressful time for me because let's just say it was in May. I can't remember the exact dates. I texted Drake May, probably like June.
I think take it back a couple months. I think we texted him in April. And then,
April.
By the time the video came out, it was like May.
So anyway. I texted him April. He said, yeah, and then we shot his part in like May.
Wow.
And that's, yeah.
Oh, what was the response to the text? Did he just say?
He said, I think he said, LOL, yeah, I'd be down or something like that. Or yeah, that's jokes or some shit like that.
You just got to get that, like, you got to get that on a poster. Just that text message and just put it on like a frame or something.
The funny thing about it, it's like steps. Okay, that's the first step.
Yeah.
Now we got to coordinate getting them. We got the first part. How we going to get the next?
Part.
And keep going.
That shit was hard because it was how do you schedule
the biggest name in music, bro?
It's like, and it was weird because like when you're talking to Drake, it's like you forget who he is. You know what I'm saying?
That can happen easy.
Yeah, like I forget like who we are sometimes. You know what I mean? Like the power that we have. Right. Like when we do certain things, I'm like, hey, I know I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it happened to you guys too when you guys were coming up. You're like, all right, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore just because it's what it is and what I mean what you guys got going. So when I was talking, you just wink at me.
A little bit.
All right, bet. So when I was talking to Drake, it was just like. So when I was talking to him, it was just like he was really calm, really like, really fucking responsive, really respectful and shit. So I just forgot who I was talking to. So it became more of like a friend thing. So it was just like, all right, cool, we'll set it up here. He's like, yo, sorry man, I had dinner, I can't shoot this day. I'm like, all right, like we'll get you this time.
Right.
And then he's like, but it was like, yo, I gotta take a flight to fucking
Amsterdam.
I'll be back tomorrow. I'm like, wait, isn't it an 18-hour flight? So anyways, the day we shot with him, this was like, it was just really hard to, again, because we had like all the video done. I think Jermaine finished editing every single bit, and it was just this black part in the video. We're showing everyone. Everyone's like, yo, when are you dropping the video? We already put it on Snap. We put it everywhere, and everyone's like, yo, drop the fucking video. We're like, yo, wait, please just wait. Waiting on Drake, and then I lost his number. His number wasn't going through anymore.
How did that happen?
His numbers just wasn't going through anymore. So I guess he switched his number.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow. And I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to get this back. He wasn't following me. I had like no connection to him. I could get to him, but like I didn't want to get to him the way I could get to him.
Yeah, like hound him and stalk him.
We're like, again, we're cool
Goggles.
like Wonder. We're cool like a lot of people that he's cool with, but I didn't want to go that route. You know what I mean? I just wanted to make him reach back out to us because he already knew that he accepted the video. So it's like, you know what I mean? I'll just wait for him. Kind of like the Soulja Boy thing, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really want to press it and ruin the video and all that. So, anyways, time went on. I got back his number, and then I was like, "Yo, like, do you want to shoot it?" And then we're in LA. We flew back from LA.
Because you was here. I remember y'all was here.
Yeah. We met up with him that night.
Bro, that was the hardest secret to keep.
Yo, so hard.
I'm sure.
Because y'all was like, all of a sudden, we got to fly back to Toronto.
All right. The thing that was funny too is like I didn't want to put my phone down. And one time I put my phone down, someone said, Drake texted you. I'm like,
That's
like I was like trying to keep it so low key. But so we got back and then it was just we got to his place, went upstairs, shot it, chilled, talked. He was telling us a bunch of shit. Talking about the video and kind of how he found it, how he found us, and because like we got word that he was watching us, but we never really had that one-on-one time where we really talked to him, said like, "What's up?"
Yeah, I remember he tweeted y'all earlier. I remember that day.
Yeah, so like we're talking about like bringing up all that and just asking him like why, you know what I mean, and just like he was just telling us why he thinks it's important and a whole bunch of stuff that really just kind of like stuck with us. I feel like honestly. Not to say that's why we took a break, but it was just like a nice break to take after hearing all that. You know what I mean? From someone. I think in this time now, like Atlanta, I really respected because they were coming on. It was like one rapper comes out, then he puts out his brother, then his brother puts out this guy.
Ludacris is related to T.I. and T.I.
and it was just like it was so much of that going on.
Lil Flip's uncle and shit.
Lil Flip's uncle, grand uncle.
It was just really cool at the time to see someone on a whole different new level and that we like nobody was used to in the city because he's like the first to do it out of the city on that level. Reach out to like us and do something on YouTube, you know what I mean?
Right. Like, that's incredible.
Just something like that.
Cardinal Fish out.
Shout out to Cardinal.
We did a skit with him too. Actually, it was in Roy Wood's music video.
Oh shit!
That shit was funny.
That shit was funny.
Yeah. So it was cool though, and that's a Drake
Nice.
choice.
I can't imagine like that. I actually know what you mean with like not to toot our own horn. We've done some work with Kevin Hart recently. I guess that's the kind of close to equivalent, I guess, of what you guys are talking about. But like, I got his number, recently in my phone, and we want him to work on this project with us or whatever, and so I text him, he hit me back, he was like, send me the email. I sent him, he sent me his email to hit him with this project we got really excited about. The next like 2 days later, that whole scandal with his sex thing came out, and I was like,
perfect time.
I don't know how to hit. Like, how do I hit up Kevin Hart? Yo, hope all is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
you still check out that video? You check out that script? But so it was a weird feeling, So I know that hump of like, how do you don't want to hound somebody of that stature, somebody that's doing great things that they doing.
Especially when they know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, it'd be like 4 days going by. We're like, shit, yo. You gotta text Drizz in the morning, bro. We schedule our text like, all right, boom. So we hit him on Friday if he doesn't respond or whatever, and then we hit so and so to reach out to him.
That's when we found out that we lost his number, because like I was waiting so long to text him because I wasn't trying to bother him. It was clear he had like some sort of respect for us. I wasn't trying to lose that. You know what I mean? We weren't that close at the time. And then when I hit him, it was just like probably maybe 5 days without speaking to him. And I'm like, all right, I gotta hit him. So I just sent a text. I'm like, Drain, should I send this? This looks good. Everything looks good. I'm like, Drain, so hit send.
All right.
Hit send.
Red exclamation mark.
Fucking green red exclamation mark. I said,
Dude,
That's crazy. Going through.
That shit did not go through.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Did y'all decide to take a break just because you felt like you
When you say
need
take a break, what
you like? What you like?
Nah,
for the videos?
We didn't really like
It wasn't a break.
take a break. We just kind of like just
chilled and just took in the moment.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the problem with YouTube is like, I mean, Jermaine said this first, and I kind of just been running with it ever since.
I be saying shit.
Yeah, he's trying to
You be saying shit? Oh no.
So he was just saying, just talking about skits and like how much work goes into it, and he's saying like, 21 Savage won't drop an album, then niggas are hounding him for his next album. You wait for it. You take in the art that he put out. And that's why we kind of started treating our videos like when we put something out, it's like, yo, you guys need to like take that in and just like soak it in type of thing. So,
bro, they're like singles, bro.
Yeah, it's like singles. Like you put so much work into it, and I already know. Like even the Snap series, when I got to finally watch it because we don't have YouTube right in Canada. Yeah. I was watching it like, yo, you guys put in like a lot of work. Like who had the waves on?
Bro, I'm like,
Waves.
this is like the perfect like young.
That's how I said it really was.
Yeah, it literally
Yeah, he told me.
Back
That was the craziest part.
But so we just felt like we had to like take in that moment, and there's also so much going on off of YouTube where it's just like interviews and people asking us again, like catch on emails, and they want to do this and they want to do that.
Right.
Plus our own shit. We got a lot of shit that we're working on now. They're hoping to roll out next year. So that's taking up a lot of time. But
Can you talk about it yet?
Nah, not yet.
Okay, all right.
Almost though. It's gonna be really cool. I'm really
See,
excited
we
about
in
it.
this space where we feel this shift, like it's different. Like you feel like it's finally, you feel like it's your time. Like in hindsight, all the times we thought it was our time back in the day, we wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And now we're ready. We got the
That's what I'm
ideas
saying,
we
man.
really love. We like, this is our moment. It's coming. I feel like 2018 is that year.
I feel like that was after we gave up the mentality of like dropping consistently,
week,
like just to keep up with like everyone else.
That's
like,
just a lot, man.
Imagine a rapper putting out a song every single day.
Yeah.
Well, Russ did it.
That's what we're trying to get. I think a lot of YouTube struggles with is like to get out that hustle. You know what I'm saying? The hustle mentality of YouTube, where it's like, I gotta keep up with my fan base, gotta keep up. But then your work starts suffering,
what I'm
and
saying.
then you as a human being, you're not learning about yourself, trying to grow, become a better person.
It's
just
like
like,
there's no knock to like anyone doing it like everyday videos or every week, because I mean
Vlogs is different. I can see you do every day, like everyday vlog. Well, some people every day.
But
Your
that's
vlogs
hard,
are more.
My shit take.
Yeah, your vlogs you be putting a lot into
Only
it.
Casey did quality every day.
Yeah,
I don't know how he did that.
Yeah. But I feel like when you promote like or push so much content out, like main channel stuff or like vlogs or whatever it is, it's like the quality's gonna start to drop, and it's just like if you're okay with that, then all right, that's fine. But like there's creators out there that like are not okay with it. You know what I mean? And I feel like with the time now, a lot of people watch on YouTube will just keep demanding it because their friend's favorite YouTuber puts videos out every week. It's like, yo, I'm not your friend, nigga. You know what I mean? I'd rather take my time with whatever it is we're doing, and
As
when
you should,
like that new Dormtainment skits out, you know, it's like, yo, these niggas put time into quality work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people are in it for like different reasons. Some people are like just in it just to like make as much money.
Hustle.
Yeah, make as much money as possible, get their name as big as possible, so they just do whatever, like follow the tricks, follow the trends and shit. So to those people, it's like, all right, cool, y'all niggas like killing it, good job. Y'all
Right.
That legacy. Whatever, for the people that actually, who's that?
I think it's KT. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it might be the Uber shit. Did you order food?
Nah,
okay.
your shit was $12.95.
Right, for this shit.
For this shit.
But then there's people who actually like are on YouTube to like actually put out good work and actually develop their craft and like, you know, I'm sorry, you just got to order a blender?
I think we just got a mattress.
Yeah, or something. It's
what that is.
Chaz probably, you know, Chaz be ordering stuff.
Chaz the dude that orders all the tech and the things in the house.
Mattresses and shit.
And shit, yeah. But I think there's a couple big lessons to learn from what y'all said, though. I want to take it back one step about talking about
Take it back.
I want to take it back. Take it back. I don't want to throw it back. But like even to you know, calling Drake or the Kevin Hart thing, like a lot of people got to understand that, you know, when you come across people like this of a bigger stature, people you respect or whatever, you got to learn to respect their time too. Mm-hmm. You really respect Drake and who he is, as you should. You know what I'm saying? In position you are, you got to know like, I'm not just trying to waste this man's time. I'm trying to come to him when I have something important, and I'm going to take his time seriously. Same thing. And a lot of people don't do that. Some people just jump into it and always like bother, harassing.
I feel like that's
you lose
a lot of
relationships.
people hit us up to collab too. It'd be like, dudes be on that. They'd be like, yo, I'm in LA, let's chill. Like,
I'm honestly like,
I don't know you. I don't know you like that. And I'm not saying out of disrespect, but it's just like, you know, I could do some other stuff. If you want to work on something, I can make time for that. But I'm not just gonna sit around with you and, you know.
It's like when the girl tried to hug Jerry Seinfeld. Did y'all see that on that red carpet? Kesha, she tried to come up and like he was in the middle of an interview and she was like, "Oh my God, Jerry Seinfeld, can I give you a hug?" And he said, "No." And this is Kesha, right? And he was like,
he probably don't know who that is.
That's what he was like. I don't know who you are. I'm a 50-year-old man. I don't just give hugs while I'm in the middle of interviews. And she was, you know, it seemed like she was just being nice about it, but he was just like, you know, some people you got to learn to respect. You just don't roll up on. You don't just, hound. You got to
forget that they human too. Like,
exactly. I think even with YouTubers, they like what we do. It was just like the first time we met you guys, it was more like, all right, let's get to know them and rock with them a little bit. It was like texting, or it's like when we're in LA, let's go grab a lunch real quick. Because there's so many people that we've chilled with that we've never done the video with before, and like right when you put it on Instagram, yo, collab. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit is like really important. I feel like we got to know, we knew a lot about Drake already just because we're from the same city and share a lot of the same things. And so when we dropped the Goon Scrap, he was able to relate to it. So it was just like, it was such a perfect video where it's like, because we always ask ourselves, we're like, all right, if this guy asked us to collab, what would we do? We didn't know. If this guy asked us to collab, what would we do? We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You got to think before it happens, because you're trying to aim for that. You know what I mean? Like, our goal was to get Drake in the video from day. You know what I'm saying? Like from when he's.
But that was like, it was so weird because it wasn't like it was a goal, I guess, but it wasn't like, I didn't actually think it was gonna be a thing. It was just like whatever.
Like, it was like one of the goals
talk about.
On the sheet.
Yeah.
Like it was definitely something that was checked off the checklist, but it's like we didn't think it'd be checked off. You know what I'm saying? But like when we met him and we're like, all right, this is fucking perfect. I know exactly what to shoot. Even like going through the script with him, it was just like, it was so confident to say like, yo, this is it. This is what I say before. This is what's happening after. We have a little song going here and blah, blah, blah. And everything he's just laughing at. I'm like, this is like fucking perfect. And the take that we did with him, we probably did in like,
I think that was the second take.
Yeah.
But the first take was straight. But I'm just like, all right, let's just get one more just in case.
We really shot for like 15 minutes and everything was like done.
And y'all were ready.
Yeah.
You just got to be ready.
Yeah.
Time come, be ready.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
like,
awesome.
Even with you guys, like, bro, we haven't shot with you guys like ever, and we just shot for like first video.
No, man.
That shit was funny.
We built a relationship first. I would say that.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's the most important thing out of anything else, anyway. You know, you got to get to know people. I mean, even in business now, I'm learning more than anything. Is like, it's the people that you connect with in business. It's not just like necessarily their talent. That's you should take that as an important thing, but just like, can I work with this person?
Yeah,
it's a collab. You know,
I hate my fault. I hate when people like like in this industry is like they feel, all right, cool, since me and you are in the same type of game, that we have to be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it comes to a point where they feel like, all right, we have to be forced together and work together. It's like, yo, I don't like you. I don't like how you work. I'm not really going to work with you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what people forget, to talk to people and get to know each other. That's why when I see people like Chris Brown and Tiger become best friends, is because like they're in the same industry and they're not forced to be friends, but when they actually take time to get to know each other, it's like, that's really cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like what Drake said about Tory at the OVO, that was so funny. I finally met the guy. He was a good guy. He's a great guy. We didn't even know each other.
Yeah, so I think it's important just to take that time and get to know that person before jumping into shit with them. Like, as far as videos, but like business wise and anything, because I'm cool with like a lot of people.
We used to be down to just like boom, like we were going to LA. All right, let's collab with this guy. We used to like line up our collabs, but then it was always weird to write for them, and I didn't know them. Compared to like if I'm writing a skit for us and Just Rain, like we know him well enough to. I kind of know what he would say or what should go where. It's
just so much better to know the people because you can write for him so much easier.
We just pitched something for that we're supposed to be shooting with Just, and it was like, he was busy, he was writing something else, so like Jordan's like, all right, let's just write it for him. And it's just like, we know how he can act, we know like where his style of comedy is, so it's like it's easier that way. But
that's why yesterday's shoot was so easy.
Yeah,
that shit was funny.
I can't wait to edit that shit.
That shit.
Going back to some fun stuff real quick, I just got a question again culturally, because I am interested on the line, right? There's a line between Canada and America, and like, I'm just wondering how different was it? It's hard for you to say because I don't know how much, I guess outside of watching TV and movies, American films and shit, like how much different is it growing up there than here, you think, to you? Do you feel like...
When I was there, I didn't feel like I was in like another.
That's what I'm saying. Is it essentially the same thing? Yeah, that's why, like, even in y'all videos, when you're saying like, you know, it inherently kind of comes off Canadian because that's who you guys are. Yeah. But aren't y'all heavily influenced by what happens here too, as well? I mean, even from the do-rags, right?
Like,
I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, like a lot of. Go ahead.
Like it's hard to tell because we definitely pay attention to what's going on in the States, because in Canada it's like, well, I mean, I can only speak for someone from Toronto. That's where it is. But like in Canada, I feel like Toronto is like one of the main cities that's really coming up, where it's like now people are paying attention to what we're doing in Toronto. Yeah. But Toronto was once that city where we're just paying attention to what everybody else is doing and trying to imitate that.
Right.
But
so
now
you find that identity,
grabbing our own platform where we can like come up with our own sounds.
Gotcha.
Like you come up with your own Tory Lanez, you come up with your own Weekends, our own. You know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on. And
but when you were a kid in middle school, high school, were y'all talking about ass? Was that a big deal, or was it more breast in Toronto?
I feel like the lifestyle was like more aggressive here when I came out to America for the first time. It was like more
sexually aggressive.
It's just I don't know. I think the first place I went to in the States was New York. That was like the first real like American experience.
that's where y'all get y'all those when y'all do the impressions. You'll be.
But I don't know. Growing up in Toronto was just like it was really calm. It wasn't too complicated. It was,
I think it's because like
really easygoing.
Yeah.
The thing, this is what I was trying to explain. I think I got it now. Toronto's like it's really isolated, so it's not like you find out what's going on in Toronto. Like, okay, New York, you got to be worried about what's going on in Miami, what's going on in LA, what's going on in these other big cities. Toronto is really like, okay, well, what's going on in Canada, what's going on in Toronto. Like, we didn't even care about Vancouver. We didn't care about, like, Montreal is basically not considered Toronto, but it's just like, if there's anything going on out in, like, Montreal, it's, like, big enough.
It's, like, close enough.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, where we hear about it, it's like, oh, okay, cool, but we're still just focused on what's going on in Toronto.
Got
you.
So, how far is Montreal from Toronto?
It's like an 8-hour drive.
Okay.
But, like, I feel like that kind of has something to do with it, just because, again, like, we're just all in our own little ice box and just to ourselves, like listening to what's going on in the States, like what songs came out, and like that's really it. Like we'd hear you guys like slang and whatnot, but it was still something that we weren't like interested in. We just hear it and it's like, all right, cool, that's what happened.
Yeah, like you said though, before we were, because I feel like a lot of there's like this ongoing joke, or there was this ongoing joke where every time Caravana came around, where a lot of Americans would come up, a lot of Toronto guys would act like they're American. That was like a big thing. I don't know if it's like a big thing anymore. I don't think it is. But back then, like we used to like really like try to be like some American shit.
Yeah, I think
okay. So there's more pride now.
Yeah.
Like
we hear
than to
rumors
just
that
be
all the guys trying to be Drake. Is that true or
So how? What?
that everyone
In
wants
Toronto?
to be? Yeah, is that true?
I think okay. There's something that's been going on with like America and,
I don't think so.
Canada, where it's just like Americans come up with their rumors about Canada.
Of
like,
course.
First off, we heard that Toronto we live in igloos and shit. That was the
In
first thing
igloos?
that I heard. And I'm like, all right.
That's stupid as fuck.
That's
Oh,
stupid.
like on some real shit. Like when we first started our videos, a lot of people who were just watching like videos of Canada for the first time were all in our comments like, "Yo, I seriously thought y'all like lived in like all ice, like a bunch of igloos, everything's frozen over."
Like when I was growing up, right? Like in elementary school and middle school, like the only knowledge I have of Canada is basically what's taught to me through TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason,
You know, we back and, you know, the beards interfered again. You know.
You know what it is, man.
You know what it is. Sometimes the
It get
beards
like
be
that,
interfering. All right, y'all. We you know, we having difficulties.
I'm
but,
so pissed right now.
But you know,
I'm so pissed.
he not that pissed.
We gonna wrap it up.
He not that pissed. I guess we wrap it up by what's you know.
You saying some good shit too.
I know, man. I was getting some good shit, man.
I mean, if you want to try to get it off, you can try it.
We need to.
You better try it now if you're gonna go.
Nah,
But-
man. We need
Alright.
to. Yeah, we need to come back and.
All right, we'll do a
this
part
again.
2. We'll do a part 2, but
No, we won't.
we won't.
No, we
You
will.
not- you
Trey,
not, you not coming back?
believe.
That's
If
it.
you say we won't, that we won't.
Damn, dog.
It's on him.
Is it
I'ma
because
do
you keep
I'ma do you
losing?
like my grandpa did me. We do a second one.
We do.
He ain't gonna pick up the phone.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Comedy Trap House with for y'all ENT, Jay and Trey. Do y'all wanna y'all got any last words you wanna
Bro, my grandpa didn't text me back. That's so disrespectful. And I saw him the next day, bro. Like, I should have pressed
He
him.
didn't even address it either. He just
No, he said good morning, bro. I'm like,
We might need to do a skit on delinquent grandfathers.
yeah.
Something like that.
that's my last words. If y'all see my grandpa, tell him hit me.
Okay. Granddad hit him and keep y'all stay safe out
Oh,
there.
I got one last question
Yeah.
before y'all. What is it y'all trying to? What's the goal here now?
Oh, that's part of
y'all
what,
got drink?
that's a part of what we
Which
got.
can't talk.
That's the
Yeah.
power of what you got
Yeah.
going. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
It's,
all right.
it's
gonna
good
be
stuff.
fire?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Y'all keep your dues tight.
Yeah, just it's some as a hint. It's something that we're alright.
Okay.
Oh, Drake hitting you?
All right, dues. All right, y'all. We'll be back next time.
Yo,
Thank y'all
fuck
for
that.
tuning
We
in.
won't be back next time.
No, we're gonna be back. He just mad because
No, let him say that.
He's mad because
he's doing the opposite of a grandfather.
he keep losing in the backyard and
Saying
he
not now,
upset. He upset. He done lost twice in the backyard. And
It's
it's
not about the court.
is that
It's about the podcast.
about the podcast.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Peace.
The pod net.